Hi, in this video we'll be going more into depth about what structure is and how it's used. So what is structure? Structure is the term for everything that holds your bot together. It's used to connect your different subsystems and really just make a base to hold your components of motion, motors, servos, and everything. It's a really broad term, so really it's just anything that is used to make up the bulk of your bot. You can see on these robots how aluminum parts build up your bot and how it's connect everything together. That is what structure is on an FTC bot. Let's go into the different components of structure. This is channel. It's like a big plate used if you need something large, like the plates of a drivetrain here. You can see how they both use channel to make up the drivetrain, or really anything big like this long arm that they use. And it's helpful because for these large parts, you really want something rigid and strong, and these channel help serve that. If you notice, the channel also has its hole pattern that's built into it. And this is made so you can easily connect other components and really just have a lot of options to mount stuff. And these are mounts. So mounts are smaller components used to link different structures together in other parts, like a motor, for example. You can see how this servo is held in by the servo mount and used to create this structure here. You can also link channel together 90 degrees, for example, using this dual block mount and using 2 screws. But I would say these are the most versatile piece of structure because they can be used in so many places and are super useful for connecting different structure together. So then we have standoffs and beams. These are used as well to link different parts together, but they're more commonly used to create gaps or spaces between parts. You can see how between these two C channels, we use standoffs here to create this gap while rigidly mounting them, so we have more options. There's a lot more different types of components that you'll find out during your season, but they usually fall under one of these 3 categories. And remember that structure is not always fixed in its use and that you can get creative on how you want to use them. So for example, this claw here uses 2 motor mounts. Using the shape, it allows it to create this very nice gripper to control the game element. As well as here, they use a channel to allow the robot to hang. And I just wanted to highlight this to show that structure can be used in many different ways and that you can get creative with it. So in order to connect different pieces of structure and really anything on the robot, we use screws and nuts. You've probably heard of them before. So a screw has thread like this. It's like this winding pattern, and it screws into the thread of the nut. So you can see how they connect together. This allows parts in between to be held together by the strong force once they tighten down. Now, you might also notice that on some mounts and on standoffs, they have this winding pattern as well. So they're threaded, and this means that you don't need to use a nut when you're screwing these in, and because they act as a nut, and then you can just tighten them into place.